What's up everybody? Today I'm back with another devlog, and now it's been a couple of months actually since the last one, but for good reason. I've been working a lot actually on the game, so there are some bigger changes coming to it. Now I've read a lot of comments on the previous videos, and they're actually very positive, and it really warms my heart to see something that I've been working on for basically a year. For it to get such good feedback. I know it's just like the basic version of it right now, and there's a lot more to come, but still there's a couple of you saying that you would buy the game, how much is it, or just dropping compliments or constructive criticism, which is also very much appreciated. Okay, well, without further ado, let's jump into today's devlog. Okay, so during the past few months, the biggest one I'd say is building has been introduced. It's not perfect, of course. It's not perfect at all. There's a lot more to do it, but I used the asset EBS, easy building system, which I've converted into my liking. So I whipped up a few models for it, and I have some difficulties dealing with building in third person. Like, what is the key to building in third person, making that work the way I want it to, because I want the game to, you know, feel smooth and not like clumpy, which it sort of gets when your camera is not centered, or when you're not in first person basically. So that's one thing I gotta figure out. Right, for now I've just made the walls like really big actually, which seems to work a little bit since the camera is a bit away from the player. The bigger the walls are, the more space you get inside to move around, and I've added camera collision too, so that will work. So you won't go face through walls and stuff. And there are a couple of bugs. There always gonna be, but there definitely is, which I keep working on, and that's what's taking up majority of the time, I'd say. Making everything work without freaking out and stuff like that. And then the other thing I've done is crafting stations. So I got a couple of tiers right now. For example, the assembly table, where you build your building supplies, sort of, you know, the foundation and whatnot. And you have a smithy where you focus on weapons and iron weapons or iron tools. And then you have the smeltery where you convert iron ore to iron ingots, which is, it doesn't require fuel right now, so they're all basically using the same crafting system, which is not what I want in the end. So right now it's just you put in items, you click craft, and it crafts. So the smelting system needs rework, and for example the campfire and whatnot. So creating custom interfaces for that is a future goal. Then we have resource gathering. I've improved quite a bit, but I have also decided for myself that it's going to change. I'm going to use a different system, which I can just try to describe. But for now, we have, you hit the tree falls and leaves a stump, and that stump then grows up to be a new tree in 10 to 20 minutes, depending on what kind of tree you're chopping down. That system will the regrow system will be there, but not the chopping itself. I've been playing a game called DayZ a lot, and for those who know what it is, you'll know that chopping trees is basically like an action you do. So you trigger it by some key press, and that key press starts an animation. So it's basically more based off time, other than the damage done to the tree. So the large tree would take longer, obviously. And then you would get different amounts of logs and wood, which you do right now. And then we have rocks, and then we have dense iron ore, and then normal iron ore. So 2 normal iron ore you need for 1 iron ingot, but the dense gives you a whole iron ingot. So that's sort of how that system works, but there's a lot to do there too. And then we have, and also there's a chance that you get nothing when you're chopping. and then you get more depending on what you're actually chopping with or mining with. Then we have bushes, which is just a little feature. They spawn with a couple of berries. You pick all of them up, then that bush will disappear and then respawn in 15 minutes, I think. Otherwise, it's mostly been bug solving and implementing. For example, the building system has been a pain in the ass, which I figured it would be, but it has taken a long time. And also motivation kind of goes back and forth when you're doing bugs fixes, because they're not fun whatsoever. They're fun when they work, but they don't work. So that's what I've been spending my time on. I've also been figuring out an art style, because we need a different art style for the game. Or because right now I have the light brown, the dark brown sort of system with the red implemented. I quite like it, but also I would like something transparent, and I would also like just like an art style for the game, because right now it's very basic, and I would like to find something more unique to fit with the low poly style. So something like that. If you have any recommendations about that, be sure to leave those in the comment. And then also I'm gonna get on a Patreon soon, but that will probably be in the coming months, I would almost say, because there's a lot to do in the gameplay side right now. And then we're gonna work on the world after that, but that's in the future. Anyway, that was all for today's devlog. Thanks for watching, thanks for your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.